Hey guys, and welcome again into the night. Now tonight I'm going to be doing another product review, but you may remember a while ago I reviewed this little torch from Olight. This is the ArkPro. A really nice little everyday carry torch. Now they've just released the new one. They call this the ArkPro. So it's brighter, it's got more features. So I'm going to take it out of the table and unbox it, and I'll show you what it comes with. Okay, so this is the box that it comes in. I have been using this torch, so I have had it open before, but I just want to pack it up again so you can see how it comes. And we've got a charging cable, so it's got the MCC 1, so it's a 1 amp charger, the black, the inside magnetic charger. Got some instructions, a little card which I believe there's a message in there which you can only read under UV light, so that'll be interesting to test that. And that's all we've got. So just to run over what the torch looks like, torch itself. So we've got a floodlight, a spotlight, a UV light, and a laser. The UV light's here and the laser there. So you got very similar to the ArkPro, slightly longer. Just not quite as smooth a finish. It's more of like it's smooth, but it's a different type of finish. It is really nice in your hand. A nice grip on the side there. Two-way pocket clip on there as well. But now this one here they've actually added. You can charge it via the magnetic charger, or they've got a little USB-C port here to charge it via that too. And now on the ArkPro they had 3 settings. You had either the torch, the laser, or the UV light. Now this one they've got a spotlight or a floodlight. So you got floodlight there. You got a spotlight, the UV light, and the laser is actually in a button on the side. So it's actually 4 functions in it. There's a bit of wind tonight. Now they've got a little light lit up side here, so that's your battery percentage on there. And so if I turn it on, it tells you your brightness level there. So when you press and hold the brightness level, it goes up. So there's low, medium, and high. Double click is turbo, so it lights the whole thing up. Triple click is strobe. But if you want to go to moonlight mode from off, press and hold, and it turns on. You got 1 lumen, and it'll run for about 14 days, like that. So with the high mode, so with the floodlight and high, which is a really nice even beam, really wide spread on it. It's 1500 lumens. And you should get it'll run for about 5 minutes, then it'll drop down to about 520 lumens, I think, for another 140 minutes. So 4 minutes. Yeah, 1500 lumens. Then it'll drop for 4 minutes. Then 520 drops down to 520 lumens for another 140 minutes on turbo. But if you're just running it on high, which is 800, it'll drop down to 400 for another 130 minutes. So anyway, it's got a really nice long run time, and it's got the magnetic back on it, so you can stick it up, but it will hold its own weight on the side of something. But with the laser in this one now, you can actually have it running at the same time as any of the other modes. So you got the laser pointer, you can have it on in that mode, in the UV light mode, and also in the spotlight. So you can have it on in that mode, in the UV light mode, and also in the spotlight. It's actually, and it looks really nice. You can actually see it really well out in the dark, but I'll show you that soon. So yeah, that's a quick rundown of the torch. I'll give you a quick look at the specs of it. So actually with the spotlight mode, it's supposed to have a 205 meter throw on it. So if you can, I'll just put this in here and you can pause the video and see the specs for yourself. If that'll hold still in the wind. Yeah, see, they've actually released the ArkPro Ultra as well, which they haven't sent me that one. So this one here is just the ArkPro, and they've also got ArkPro Lite. So there's 3 sort of models they've released. So yeah. Anyway, I'll just show you this. Put that on there so it doesn't blow away. Here's this little card that comes. We'll put it to UV light. So you'll put it normal light and you can't read anything on the card. But you put it onto UV light. There you go. What it says, redefined craftsmanship delivers sleek design and lasting durability. Redefined. So that's really, really cool. So anyway, I'll give you a demonstration of the UV light in the shed later as well. So yeah, that's really cool. Anyway, we'll take it outside and I'll show you how it performs in the dark. Okay, so this has got the torch on moonlight mode, so it's only 1 lumen and I can still see the ground just in front of my feet fine. I'll show you the UV light first. So there's low on UV and then there's high, but I'll go back to flood. There's low, just see the garden there, medium and high. And then you go to turbo, double click, there you go, it just lights everything up really well. But look at how wide the beam is in it. I'm pointing that sort of straight forward, and my phone is looking direct, the camera is looking directly down, so it must be about 170 degree throw, I reckon. It's, or at least 160, it's very wide throw. So there's spotlight on moonlight and low, medium and high, and the turbo. They advertise 205 meters, but realistically you probably see out, I can see that far. There's a power pole down there at 300 and I can actually just make it out there, but usable distance that you can see quite well is probably around about oh look, there's some kangaroos just out there, you can see them not too bad in the torchlight as well. So just finding a bit of green grass. There's next to no green grass around at the moment, but yeah, anyway, triple click to go to strobe and long press, and that'll take you back to your main torch. So then actually I'll show you the laser. There's a little button on the side, so there you go, you got the laser beam right in the center of the torch beam. You go to, so it'd be really handy if you're pointing out stuff at night. Say, I want to look over there at the tree and say, oh, so there's those wind chimes hanging up in the tree there. You can point them out or point out the tree. It might be wildlife up in the tree, and you think, oh, okay, yep, I pointed out that. So yeah, it's very handy for things like that. It's good to have the option of being able to use the laser at the same time as the torch. So yeah, pretty bright little laser on it too. Look at that, kangaroos are out there fighting. Okay, so this is just looking around in the shed with where the mice have been. Now the UV light's supposed to pick up urine stains and other dirty marks and things like that. So I'm just going to switch it to UV now. Now look at that, the mice here had been climbing up here eating bags of seed. Look at all that, that's all probably mouse urine all over those bits of wire. And obviously been something squirted in the shed here at some stage. All that dirty splash marks all over the walls. But you switch it back to that and you can't even see it. So the UV light's definitely handy for things like that. Look under there, there's everything. So you can see all the marks where the mice have been. But yeah, it's quite disgusting when you look at it under UV light. Okay, so to wrap up with my final thoughts on this little torch, I reckon it's an excellent little everyday carry torch, and I've actually been using it a fair bit lately. I do really like that the pocket clip has a really nice deep carry, so you can put it right in your pocket, and I usually put it in my jeans pocket. Nothing protrudes out the top of the pocket, so it's all pretty well, it's all covered, and it goes in light down as well. So you can also actually have the locket. So if you don't want it getting bumped on, you press and hold until the main light goes off, and you get a little lock button up the top there. Little light shows it's locked. So to unlock it again, press and hold till the light comes on and stays on, and then it's able to be used. So if that way it won't get bumped on in your pocket. But anyway, it is just a really nice everyday carry. The sort of rectangular design keeps it nice and slim, and it's actually really comfortable to even have in your pocket, so you can't even feel that it's there. And it's nice and sort of rounded, and the edges aren't real sharp either, so it's just really nice to hold in your hand. So that USB-C charging port actually is a big benefit, because you can charge it up a lot quicker with the USB-C than with the magnetic. But if you wanted to stick it on the magnetic charger overnight or something, you can do that. So anyway, I can definitely recommend it as a good quality torch, as Olight's torches always are. This one here, if you're in the market for a good everyday carry torch, then go and check these out. So yeah, leave it at that. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you on the next one.